Hey everyone, it's Cholador once again, bringing you another Wi-Fi battle Pokemon, this time against Percy. So you saw the teams in the preview, and yep, that's how we start. So I start up with my Rotom, which is a usual start. He goes out into his main Shao. I'm kinda used to main Shao just faking out, so I was like, why give him the free damage? So I just went for my Egg Slash, which, as you know, is a ghost type, so it's immune to the fake out. Here I should have gone for the King's Shield just to receive some less damage, but I just wasn't sure if he was gonna hard switch or anything. So I just went for an attack just to see how much I could do. So he goes out into his Metagross, and I think I went for the Sacred Sword? Did I? Nope, Iron Head. Well. So I went for the Iron Head, did, what, 10%, 15%? So he goes for the Zen Headbutt, which didn't do much. So I went for the Sacred Sword here. Should have gone for the King's Shield, but just wanted to deal some more damage. Now I go for the stance change. For the King's Shield, I mean. As he goes for another Zen Headbutt, which didn't matter much, just to go into the defensive stance, because his clear body avoided him the attack reduction. So I took the Zen Headbutt on shield form, so that didn't do as much. Went for another Sacred Sword. Oh, I'm sorry guys. So he withdraws his Metagross as I go for a Shadow Sneak, because I knew Shadow Sneak would kill. He goes out into his Mienshao, and that did a crap ton of damage. So at this point I'm like, okay, I know I know I need to keep my Egg Slash alive, because that did almost half. So if he receives any more damage, he will die. So now I know he will go for the U-turn, so I went into the shield form just to receive less damage out of this, which did 3 damage. And I get the chance to attack whatever comes out. I think I went for another Iron Head. So he goes out into his Blastoise. I went for the Iron Head again, yeah. Should have gone for the Sacred Sword. That did nothing once more. Oh, shaky cam, stop. There we go. So he Mega Evolves. Did I just let my Egg Slash die here? Oh no. So I went for the shield form just to see what he wanted to do. King's Shield, stop saying shield form. Heal for the Water Pulse, so I'm like, okay, I want to save this for the Mienshao, so I went into my Dragonite. I know it will break my multiscale, but I just wanted to know if he had. So I just switched out because I just wanted to see if he had the Ice Beam or the Dragon Pulse. So he goes for the Dragon Pulse, which is resisted, so it didn't do much. So now it's my turn. Well, he switched before I Mega Evolve, but he goes out into his Metagross as I Mega Evolve. I love this music. Props to Glitchxcity for the music. Okay, so I go for the U-turn here, which should kill. Yep, a kill. The thing is, he gets the switch after me, so that's bad, but yeah, it's a kill. So I go out into my Ferrothorn. He goes out into his Blastoise. I think he wanted to bait my Stealth Rock. While I misclick here, I was thinking, what should I do? And accidentally I shifted into Rotom. So I'm like, okay, I want to go out again. I want to switch out again. So I went for the Volt Switch. For some reason, he went out into his Greninja. I don't know, perhaps thinking I was gonna Hydro Pump? But well, that's something taken care of. So I switch out back into my Ferrothorn. He goes out into his Mienshao again. and goes for the fake out, which did. So I'm at 81, 73. That did 8 damage. And he received like an 8th and then a 16th, I think. So he hard switches out into Espion. I fell for it. Damn, this cough. Sorry about that. Shit. So I went for the Set Rock. He bounced that back at me. He thought I was gonna change. So he goes for the Calm Mind as I went for the Gyro Ball. Just wanted to do some damage, and that did way too much damage. One hit KO. So down goes the Espion. He goes out into his Blastoise. I forgot this thing could have Aura Sphere. So he goes for the Dragon Pulse, I think predicting my Dragonite to come in, as I went for the Power Whip. That almost killed. Then he went for the Aura Sphere, as I was like, okay, he didn't went for it first, so he must not have it. And I just died horribly. Here I go for my Scizor Arc Beetle. Here I went for the Fog. It should have gone straight out for the U-turn. For the Bullet Punch, I mean, but I just wanted to take the rocks out of my field because they were bothering me. So yeah. Took off the rocks and went for the Bullet Punch for the kill, which was resisted, but still. I'm a Mega Scizor. Defensive Mega Scizor, but still. He goes out into his main Shao. I'm like, okay, I have something for you. Went out into my Aegislash, which just wrecks faces, and went for the Shadow Sneak, which I knew would do about half its HP. So yeah, that was a sure kill. So he goes out into his Toxicroak. I made one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made here and went for the King Shield, predicting him to attack me, as he went for the Swords Dance, which got pretty nasty. At this moment I'm like, oh, I'm so done. I'm done. Sucker Punch everything. Dead. I go into my Breloom. At this point my Breloom was Choice Scarf just to outspeed, so I just went for the Spore and had to switch out. Should put Focus Sash on my Breloom, but anyway. So I just had to sleep and switch, hope for a couple turns of sleep, go out into the Dragonite. He wakes up and goes for the Exisor. Here I went for the Dragon Dance, predicting another Sucker Punch, but he predicted me well and went for the Poison Jab. I go back into my Breloom for another Spore. That's his last Pokemon, by the way. I was 5-1 until that moment, and the thing ended like 3-1 or 2-1, I remember. So I go out into my Rotom here. I cannot burn it right now because he's asleep, but I just volt switch to see how much damage I could do. So he goes for the Sucker Punch, which did a little more over half. So with the Citrus, I know I can survive another one. So that's good. Go for the Volt Switch. Does around half. So as I switch, I know I can kinda kill it off with Rotom, so I have a little cushion there. So here I knew he was going for the Sucker Punch, so I went for the Roost, so I could get a crap ton of HP back. The Black Sludge was a problem, so he went for the Sucker Punch, as I go for the Bullet Punch. Now here I should have gone for another roost, but I was fearing he would go for a Xyz or something. Well, that doesn't make sense. So, well, I went for another bullet punch. Gladfully he didn't kill me. I managed to pull off the bullet punch and just kill him. So yep, that was my bad mistake. Well, hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next video.